Welcome to my eclectic channel. My name is Agnès and I make videos for fun. We've been baking a hearty, delicious fall season treat out of eastern Switzerland. Right, so now we are ready for the filling. For the filling, more sugar. This is going to go stovetop. So we put the sugar in a pot and we want to add, 3 cuillères à soupe, 3 soup spoons. And I don't have soup spoons. This is the closest I have to a soup spoon. I think soup spoons are a French thing. They're very large spoons. So maybe a soup spoon would be roughly a tablespoon, I would say. That's what would be closest to it. And I don't think it needs to be absolutely precise. It's calling for 3 soup spoons. So I'm going to put 4 of those smaller spoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blah, the whole thing I have left. That's about 3 soup spoons. And this goes to the stove, and the idea is to make some caramel. And I have never done that in my life, so we shall see how that goes. So our end goal is a caramel blond, a blonde caramel. So I can picture that, a light colored caramel. And it doesn't seem too hard. The first step is to light this and allow the water to get to a boil without touching it. So let's wait. So it's starting to make noise, and I'm getting nervous about this. So I'm going to lower the heat. They say to let it go to a simmer and mix from time to time. I think I want to mix my water and sugar here. I was worried about the sugar sticking at the bottom of the pan, but thinking about it, we're not there yet. The sugar melts first. So I'll wait. Let's be patient. Alright, so now it's seriously boiling. Sugar boils differently from water, so it wasn't quite what I was expecting. So now I'm going to lower this and let it simmer, and they say to just gently stir it once in a while. Let it simmer, and we want this to turn a light caramel color. It's still white, foamy, and it's making little bubbles. So that's interesting. It got thicker, not thinner. I don't think it's blonde yet. This is platinum blonde. Getting a little nervous. I think I'm going to add a tad bit of water. I should have watched a video on making caramel before embarking upon this. You know, this is the 21st century. I could have done that. But here we are. Flying by the seat of my pants. So it got thicker again, and the color is not changing. We're still platinum blonde over here. I'm going to add a bit of water and keep going. Nah, you know what? I think this is a blonde caramel. So let me stop this. We're supposed to let it cool for a little bit, and then we have the rest of the ingredients to prepare. So I'm going to do this right at the stove because we'll be back in the pot shortly. So the rest of the ingredients that are going to go into our blonde caramel are walnuts. So the recipe calls for some coarsely chopped walnuts. Of course, traditionally you would have to peel your walnuts and then chop them. But I live in the US And so you can buy chopped walnuts. And they're chopped exactly the way that we need, coarsely chopped. So I want 300 grams of this. Half the package, so probably like 12 ounces. Let's see. Yeah, a little less than half the package. So those are walnuts. And then the other ingredient that we want to prepare is some crème entière, which I'm always, you have different kinds of creams, and between the French and the English, I never know which one it is. I did not Google the translation. I just got heavy cream. I think that crème entière means whole cream, and we have half and half in the US, and we have heavy cream, so I think this is probably the whole cream. Either way, it'll be creamy. We want 2 deciliters of this. I love this measuring cup. I'm not an influencer, so I'm not going to have a link in the description for you guys. I think you get it at any grocery store. But mine has both milliliters and the US cups measurements on it, so it's really handy. So 2 deciliter is going to be 200 milliliters. I learned that in elementary school, but I have not used it since then. Let me see. All right. Looks like whole cream to me. And then the last ingredient will be a bit of honey. So again, we've got the soup spoons, and I don't think it needs to be an exact science. It calls for 3 soup spoons. I think I have a bit more than that. So let's see if our, yeah, it seems like the caramel has cooled a bit. So I'm going to throw all of that in. So first we put the nuts. So apologies if you missed that off camera. I'm recentered on my pot now, so I threw in the nuts. I am going to also add the cream. I'll have to find a way to, maybe my cats will like this if I put a bit of water and pour it out. So I turned the stove back on, the burner back on low, and we just want to get all of this nice and incorporated. My caramel actually stuck to the bottom of the pot while it was cooling. So I hope the heat will knock it loose again so that I can mix all of this. Yes, it's working. This is really unnerving. Oh yeah. The bottom of the pot heated up, and it's just, the sugar is just coming right off. So I need to get this all nice and mixed together. Bring it to a to a simmer, and then let it reduce for 10 minutes. Okay, this is mixing nicely, but it is very liquid. So we'll have to let this simmer until some of that liquid evaporates off. Nice, okay. Yeah, this is getting incorporated. It's creamy. For a minute here, I got worried. This can fail at any moment. But no matter what, it'll get eaten. So let's wait till this gets to a simmer. It's not very pretty. It's gray now. Like my blonde caramel has become gray. Doesn't matter, it goes inside a cake and then inside a tummy. So there's really slow convection going on here, i.e. boiling, mainly on the sides of the pot. But it is nice and creamy. Well, I walked away for 2 minutes and look at what it's doing now. It's just making bubbles. Lots of bubbles. So that's 5 minutes later. I think it really wants to come out of the pot. I still have a few minutes to go to let it reduce. But I think this is looking pretty good. It is so foamy now. Alright, I think we're in pretty good shape. So I'm going to turn off the heat. And there's one last touch. Let's not forget. I know this is all sugar and cream, but we're going to add honey. I think honey is just for the flavor. And I completely eyeballed this. I don't think it really... The exact amount is not crucial. I don't even have the proper measuring spoon for this. So there. So it is still a bit liquid, but we're gonna let this cool. And when it cools, I'm guessing this will gel a little bit. Let's get that off of the hot spot. And we need to go back to prepping our crust. Upon editing, I realized that this video was running quite long. This is a process, you guys. So we'll have to continue that next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.